Well, welcome back to Team 2, the only channel on YouTube that welcomes you with welcome back to Team 2. If you remember about a year ago, I released a video talking about the 4th of July collection last year. Not very good, but they improved this year, and I'd like to just go through each one of them. I have a different system. I'm just going to go through the Lids website and go through all of them, and I'll show you 13930. See the back of those. Depending on the style you like. But if you're like me and you want a fitted, these are going to be what they look like. And well, I guess let's just hop right into it. Just some ground rules. They do have this little pattern on the side. It's shaped like a home plate, USA on the bottom. Stars and the city or the location. That's for Texas. You know, if they're the Kansas City Royals, it would be Kansas City. For the Texas Rangers, they'll say Texas. You catch the drift. But, and the logos will feature the Stars and Banner, or the Star Spangled Banner, except for the Toronto Blue Jays, which, for obvious reasons, looks different. But let's start with the Los Angeles Dodgers. They went with blue instead of red, which I think was the right choice. Dodgers are a blue team. I mean, them in red would really be wrong, but, you know. I don't like the Dodgers, but they work it. I like that the MLB, they aren't just putting the pattern over it. They're incorporating it into the logo. So, it's gold, red, white, and blue. It's the colors they're going to use on dark blue or red. So, they made the L the stars and the A the stripes. And that's how you do it. I'm scared when I first saw them that they were just going to overlay it. Then you look into it, it works. Now, I think it's a little cluttered, especially when you're going to be looking at it from the stands. Now, on TV, it won't look horrible, but, you know, I think it'll look fine. I didn't like the Nationals when they did it on their jerseys, but it was alright. And this is the other thing. Oh, yeah, the gold New Era logo. Los Angeles, it fits. But, yeah, see the MLB logo. Gold with the U.S. flag in there. I think it's such a small detail, but if they're going to put that in there, I think that's actually pretty cool. Next team is is my most hated team. One of my most hated teams. I don't like the Yankees, don't like the Dodgers, and don't like the Angels. The Mets are alright. I really don't like the Angels because I'm an Astros fan. Now, this Yankees one's interesting because instead of having the whole N be the stars, I think this was also kind of smart. Don't split the Y, but where the end is naturally cut off by the Y, I think it works well where you can cut it off so you don't have that many stars. To stripe ratio, it works out better. Now, I think it may have looked a little cleaner, but the end would not have popped off the hat at all if it was purely blue. That just sounded kind of hypocritical with the Dodgers one, but the end's a little more complex in the L. Let me just cross that off my list here. But Yankees, they work it. It'll look alright. My favorite team, the Houston Astros. This can't work. Okay, the Astros, it's a star and an H. It's simple, but you can't do it with this. If they'd flipped it, the blue would not have popped off the blue, unless there was a gold trim. But, so I think doing the stars and the H was the right go. I'm not feeling it, though. This hat, it's too cluttered. The H, it's like the stars over the stripes. As an Astros fan, I'm not buying this hat. You know, it doesn't look horrible. I really don't like last year's. But I think this, it's a little better. But it's about as bad, I'd say. Look, 7.5 already sold out. Now, actually, I'm wearing a 7.5 fitted right now in the Space City. I think they might, in the future, next time Astros rebrand, I think they go with the Space City logo. It looks old school future, but I think it will work. I don't know. Just something thrown out there. Next team, the Atlanta Braves. Also with blue, so we just had 4 blue in a row. Obvious reasons, though, those teams have blue. So, this, the right bar of the A, and again, this is how you do it. See, where the A splits into 2 pieces, it took the bit of the curve with it, and I think that works. They cut it in blue and red and white. This one actually works pretty well. I'm glad they didn't try to make the bar a certain one, because then you have too many stars, too many stripes. It wouldn't work out. Really, smaller heads on Dodger or Brave fans, 6 and 7/8. Huh. Well, that's interesting. But yeah, blue was the right decision. I think this hat looks all right, personally. I don't know. If I was a Braves fan, right? Well, if I was just a neutral person who don't pay attention to baseball, but they wanted a new fitted, and I was going to get one from this collection, out of the ones we've seen so far, this are the Dodgers. But we've only seen 4. This one's actually pretty clean though. I like the gold trim on the A. Helps raise it and pop it off the hat. This one's alright. We'll skip the little profile and go for our first red one. San Diego now. San Diego has a history of being blue. So I don't think blue would have been awful for this team. I'm not saying red is horrendous, but I think it's not a Padre color, right? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, really one of the only teams I'm really drawing a blank right now. I don't like when the Angels do it, but Angels, they don't have any other options. But I think, from what I'm thinking, the Nationals are the only team that can really pull off a red hat. Because they're the old school classic, though. The Angels do it alright, but, you can't pull off these bright red hats. Especially if you're just going to wear them with your normal jersey, with brown. It'd be one thing if it was the old Padres with the blue and white. This hat would have worked with it. Blue might have worked better, but I'm trying to defend this hat. I'm trying to like it. It's not horrendous. It's alright. That's what I'll say about it. It could be worse, but it's okay. I think blue might have been the right option there, but I'm not going to give him shit for choosing red. Alright. Next one up, I'm doing the Boston Red Sox. Oh, did not mean to do that. So the Boston Red Sox, the arm of the B is the stars, right stripes. That's how you do it. Boston, very American. Surprised they didn't go with red. Boston's a red and blue team with these shades too, so I know it was tempting. I think red would have been alright. It would have been a lot, but that's the whole Red Sox. It's Boston, they're a lot. So I'm not offended though by the blue hat. It's a lot more subtle. Fits with their current hat lineup. The blue works. Again, I don't think stripes on a logo is that legible. They're putting a bunch of... So the blue only works on the red hat, but the red works on the blue hat. That's the problem. So I think when you're seeing this on field, you're going to see some weird stuff. Then red and white stripes. And I don't think the blue's going to work on the blue hat. So that's just for all the blue hats. This one's alright. I'm not going to say I hate it. But Red Sox, not bad. San Francisco. Oh, this is what I didn't mention with the Padres. Yeah. So they're making one letter stars, the other stripes. Padres pulled it off, I think. That was the right decision. The Giants, they interlock, so it doesn't work as well. Red hat, really, for San Francisco, I think it was the wrong choice. I think blue would look better. But red's alright. That's really the only thing I can grade these on. Is the stars and stripes in the right place, and is red or blue better for that team? Now San Francisco, I mean, when you think about the Giants, they wear black caps, so I think wearing a blue cap, it's not too far. It might match the jersey a little better, but I know black and blue don't really work, but it's white with accents. Red might actually work better. I don't know. I'm not a fashion guy, but I don't know. It's alright. Most of these hats, it's like the template I'm not saying they, because they've done a lot of them. So by now, how are you going to keep it fresh and original without just doing an American flag patch? Sometimes that's all you really need. All right, I like the Rangers one. That might be not as good as the Braves, but not bad. We're going to do the Mets first. N in stars, Y in stripes. It works, except for the curve of the Y. Blue hat was the right decision, though I think I would have excused the red hat because of the New York. Because we got the Yankees in blue and the Mets in blue. But overall, I think Mets in blue, it works. You know, the Mets are a blue team. Blue and orange, so you could have gone with red. Stars work. I really see the Y a lot. So yeah, I really see the Y team, and it's a weird small Y. So I don't know. Again, it doesn't pop off the blue, but that's just how all the hats are going to look. But let's just see the time we're at. We're at 11 minutes. Shit, we got a lot more MLB teams to go. But yeah, we got Mets. It's alright. Not bad. This might be a poor video concept. Just go through, say the same thing for every hat. Well, not happening with this one. This is the best hat so far. It's different than the Braves. I might say better. Top of the T stars or stripes. Bottom is, top is stars, bottom stripes. That's how you do it. The Texas on the side, the spacing works. Now, Texas looked better on red. They could have gone away with it, but I think blue is a lot cleaner. So Texas Rangers, I don't like your team, but you pull it off. The Rangers are going to go out in their whites or their grays. They're going to go out wearing these caps, and it's going to look great, especially if they're wearing the grays. I don't know if they're home or away. Okay. The Angels. Obviously, they're not going to go with a blue hat. The Angels logo already is pretty interesting. With the shadows. You're going to make the shadows the stars. And the other, that's going to be the stripes. This might be so ugly it works. Just kidding. It'd be different if I liked the team. Wow, 3/8, 5/8, and 3/4. Are people liking this hat? I don't see it. It's not a good hat. But you'd pay $46 to wear this? Proudly? Fuck no. I mean, I always say chose the right color for the hat. You're the Angels. It doesn't look good, but that's your brand. I need something to cleanse my eyes, and this is it. The Cubs, they did it right. Alright, split the C in two halves, right in the middle. Stars on top, stripes on bottom. Not too many stars, not too many stripes. This is how you do it. Blue's the right choice. I didn't say a lot there. The Cubs were my second favorite MLB team, and it works. Good job, Chicago. It looks like the font might be a little different, but that just might be the stitching. And I rushed through that, but it was just such a good hat. You can't. It's more fun when I have something to complain about. It says Cubs. I'd consider buying that hat. All right, you want more? I'd probably buy that hat. I might. We'll see. Next, the Philadelphia Phillies. All right. So you get Philadelphia on the side. Red hat. It's Philadelphia. I'm going to say it works on this hat. This actually works pretty good. It'll fit with our jerseys because they use this red already. The P, get a little blue in there. Get the red and white stripes. The red and white stripes don't look the best on there. I like the stars on the blue. This hat's pretty good. If you have to have the stripes in there, they did it in the right spot. I like this hat a lot. I'm not going to buy it. I don't like the Phillies. It's a good hat. It's probably one of the better ones we've seen. But I think my favorite so far, if not the Rangers, then the Braves or the Cubs. I might have to put the Braves ahead. The Cubs, it's just simple. It's a C. It's just an A. It's not an A. You C. Ha, C. The Cubs hat. That's the one I'd buy so far because the Astros one ain't doing it for me. The most interesting one. Red. I don't think the Blue Jays should have gone with red. Should have gone with blue for the Blue Jays. Excuse me. They aren't going to do the stars and stripes in the logo. The side patch is that Canada, America flag cross. It's the one with the American flag on the logo, but that's to be expected. Dark blue, red leaf. That's how you do it. His hat's not horrible. They're going to wear it for a whole weekend. That's a bit much, but fine. Blue Jays, I give you a pass. I think they just need to move to Buffalo. We don't need a Canadian team, all right? All right. This one's not horrible, though it just looks like the bees. And that's the problem. The blue and blue, they don't pop. They don't contrast at all. So I feel like the T is going to get lost in the sea of blue. The B, I think splitting it up wasn't the worst decision. Between the T and the B, you just can't really see the T. Red hat would have been too much. Blue is the right choice. You can't make this one work. But it's not horrible. The Rays, they'll go out there. If they're on a road series, they wear the blue jerseys, so the hat will match. They already wore blue home. It'll be fine. You know what? Fine. I'm going to give that a pass. People really like this one. 3/8, half, 5/8, 3/4, and 7/8 all sold out in this hat. So, obviously people like it. Next one of my least favorite NFL teams, or MLB teams, the St. Louis Cardinals. Red, it's the Cardinals, yeah. And I think I was wrong earlier when I said the red doesn't blend into the red. It does. Because I see an ST. I'm literally struggling to see the L. It just looks like white lines. St. Louis Cardinals, I mean, sure, that's the way you do it. I think if they did the ST in stripes, it would have looked bad. But I'm only seeing an ST. It looks like the old White Sox logo. I think this is the best they're going to do. Fine. It's still, if I was grading these, this gets a fail. This is a failing grade. But, I mean, this is the worst one we've seen. No doubt. It's not god-awful, though. None of these are going to be that awful. They're not good, a lot of these, but they're not awful. I don't like this hat. I already don't like the Cardinals, but I need a palate cleanser. And this O's hat, that's the palate cleanser. Thank you, Baltimore. The one with the O's logo, which works. The blue hat, good idea. It fits with their black. They did the stars in the curve of the O, right decision. Rest of stripes, right decision. The O's did everything right with this hat. I love this hat. If I had to buy one of a team I didn't root for, this would probably be it. Good job, Baltimore. Now, you really screwed up on your City Connect jerseys, but that's a good hat. And so is this next one, I might add. The Arizona Diamondbacks. This one is actually not bad, Diamondbacks. I think that it doesn't fit in with the other ones. They kept this white border. I think they made it gold. Might have looked a little too much, but that would have been fine. I think it would have looked a little better. That's how you do it. You do the stripes with the little diagonal cut in the side. Or the stars. And then you make the rest of the thing stripes. So then all blend into the blue. Blue is the right decision. I know they're a red team. Blue is the right decision. Good job, Diamondbacks. I'm going to give you a passing grade. Let's see. Good job, D-backs. White Sox. White Sox. White Sox. The S is bigger than the OX. I mean, I'm glad they chose the bigger portion to make it look good. Blue or red, this team, you can't make it work with either. I guess blue might have looked a little better or be more comprehensive. This looks like an S and some white stuff on the hat, but looking at it from far away, I'm going to be able to tell what it is. Red was probably the wrong decision. I don't like the White Sox. Don't like this hat. You fail. Alright, let me just cross them off my list here. Gosh, White Sox. Why can't you make anything good? Your logo's not bad, I guess. But... Alright, Milwaukee. Good job. That's the best way you could divide it. Blue's the right decision. We're just going to cruise through this one. Alright, we're just going to take a break here in the middle. We're going to check the time. 20 minutes, okay. This one's fine. I'm actually going to count these stars. 6, 5, 5, 6, 11, 16, 21. So, now I'm going to baseball. 26. Oh! That's clever. So they did 30 stars for the 30 MLB clubs. Still with this guy in the back. Alright. Major League Baseball, I guess, is the best you could do on there. Now, if the umpires aren't wearing this, don't sell it. However, the amount of stars, that's clever. Not horrible. I give it. It's a D+. Or it's a D-. Alright. Next. Detroit Tigers. Detroit, your hats are blue. It looks like a couple small lines of stars and white. Doesn't look like a D. Doesn't look good. Detroit, you'll barely pass, sure. Why not? Just so y'all at home can see one of every. All of them. Make a decision. Oh, I see a good one coming up. Cincinnati Reds, your logo is just not good. I hate to say it. The drop shadow should not be there. Making an outline. This hat in doing it. The white just looks like white. You can't really tell the red. The stars. The logo looks flipped. I don't know why, but to me it just looks flipped. It's not good. A lot worse than the Cubs. And I like the Cubs one though. So. This is a good one. Seattle Mariners. Wow, thank you. I think blue hats are the right decision for almost every team on here. Red works for a couple, but blue is generally right. I like I think if you're going to do both colors, you should do an ALNL thing, like they tried to do a few years ago. They aren't, and you know what, fine. This one works. You do the blue on top, and it cut off by the compass rose. The blue looks great. I like that they went with white with a little gold on here. The stripes on bottom pop off their hat. This is probably one of the best ones. And it's a little complex, so I might knock it down a few points. One of the best ones so far. Good job, Mariners. Let me cross you off my list. I'd buy that hat. If I was a fan of that team, I'd buy it. Colorado Rockies. This one actually isn't bad. I think the gold works. The blue hat close enough to purple or to black. The gold CR with the red and white accent and the blue. This one's actually pretty good. I know. A lot of people hate it. I like the Rockies stuff. Not bad, Rockies. Alright, next up, Cleveland Guardians. Alright, so the Cleveland Guardians cut the C down the middle. Not bad. I'll pass it. The blue on top. The red and white stripes, they look really good on this one. Just like how they're stitched. The blue. It's alright. Not bad. Again, obviously we're going to pass this one. Where are you? Cleveland Guardians. Next. Oh, the MLB has a red one too. If I'm going to buy one, I'm getting the blue one. Alright. I don't think... Wait. What? That is a full mesh Fear of God hat. If you're wearing that and you're not fearing God, you better start because you're going to hell. But, yeah. Here we go. Blue looks a lot better. That's enough of that. Kansas City. Okay, blue. Right decision. KC. Now, I think too much blue, it starts to blend in. It looks mainly like the C. You might be able to tell the K, not very well from a distance. That's the best way you could divide it up, though. Keep them separate. K and C. Good job, Royals. Pittsburgh Pirates. All right. Now, red, I like it. The stripes blend in. But you've heard me say that before. I think if it was just white, that'd also look good. I like the vertical being the stars. I'm going to give this one a pass. Pittsburgh Pirates. P for pass in Pittsburgh and Pirates. We'll go to the Oakland Athletics, and I believe I will have two more after this one. The Oakland Athletics, the best way you could divvy up, blue might have worked better. Actually, for this team, red works. I think if the S was stars too, it would look better. It's not. I'm going to knock it down. This one is just okay. It could have been great. Good job, A's. You pulled off the red. It won't work with their jerseys. That doesn't matter. Another red team coming up next. The Twins. Minnesota Twins. Oh, I like that. So, they put Twin Cities above the USA, which works with the TC. Best way you can divide it. I think blue might have worked a little better. Again, the white C might have just gone with the white C if I were you, but you need the stripes. I get it. Not bad. Blue might have been the better option, though. Good job, Twins. And we should be on our last hat. If I can find it. Here we go. Can I find the regular one? Yeah, good enough. All right. So, this one. Red for Miami. All right. The M doesn't work. Again, too many stripes. The Marlin looks good. I'm going to barely pass this one. And that's all the hats. And I promised you, well, I'm going to see if I can find the Astros one because I haven't been able to. But yeah, if you remember those from last year. I don't think they looked very good. Did I do the Nationals? Oh, I was wrong. This is our last team. Fitting. W, Washington Nationals, America. The stripes don't work. The stars pop off. Red was the right decision. Good job, Nationals. I'd consider buying this hat for my uncle. He's a Nationals fan. Pretty good job by the Nationals, which is not something I say a lot. And that's it. Now I just want to show you, well, I'm going to see if I can find the old Astros one. Because I haven't been able to. Ooh, look at that old school one. Okay, no. So, I'm going to look for one more. We'll go with the Yankees. Why not? Just show you on the back. This one, it says Yankees, obviously, in the script. Just red. We're going to find another one. And the Braves. There we go. And this one, most of them will look like. It'll be red or blue, depending on what you did. It's a gold trim. And here's the Houston Astros. Houston in gold. Astros in red with the gold trim. There you go. I know I rushed it towards the end, but 28 minutes, under 30 minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the Instagram and Twitter. And listen to the podcast. Team Zero presents hats and logos on Spotify, Anchor, and iHeartRadio. Toodle, au revoir, bye-bye now.